Welcome aboard, folks. This is part 3 of a 3-part series. I'm going to ramble a little bit about Saline Valley, and then we're heading on into Death Valley, retrace the old school bus steps. Hopefully you enjoyed part 1 and 2, and look forward to doing more stuff for you. Right to the left of that peak is the pass to Saline Valley. Southern gateway to Saline Valley, where I drove the 36-foot school bus down this gnarly road. Probably at least 8 or 10 times. Pretty incredible place. That's the start of it. The bus would go like 3 to 5 miles an hour tops for hours on end getting there, like a covered wagon. Down there in the flat zone, that's all Saline Valley. 10 years ago or so, they made it part of Death Valley. That's where I used to drive the bus into. Spend a month or so out there. This is a road from Cerro Gordo down to Saline Valley. Yep, I remember this hill well. It took forever to get up in the bus, just 2 miles an hour. And the first time the bus brakes ever smoked was leaving this road. And yeah, smoke was coming out the back. I'll give you the whole story later, but that is the road the school bus went up. Like 2 miles an hour for I don't even know how long, probably an hour, where cars were just zipping by me. It's a lot of uphill for a 36-foot school bus.
Mikey Dread to the control towers. Mikey Dread, you're wanted to the control tower. You're wanted. He's on, not wanted by the cop. It's getting late and you are dead. And when you be, come of age, that gonna be. Yes. Jump so high that you can't see me. We run so fast that you can't catch me. This is the bionic boy. Bionic boy. You drink off me tonic and me a turn
Doggies, gonna hit a flash flood. Hold tight. All right, I get another opportunity to use my elderly pass. Here some 20 odd years ago on my yearly winter trek to Saline Valley. I stopped in at the Alabama Hills there, spent the night. Next day I checked the road conditions and there was a boulder in the road. There's 3 washouts where the rivers ran through and there was a tractor stuck in the road. So that's why I came to Death Valley. Took the bus in here, had a great time. Spent the first night at their big old cement parking lot and just hundreds of RVs, and it was horrible. We spent the next 3 nights at all the day use areas where it says no overnight parking. Camped at 3 of them. No issues. Wonderful time. It's too bad I'm not gonna be able to see a lot of the stuff I came to see, but it's beautiful regardless, obviously. Throw in a bunch of pictures from 23 years ago of the places we're not going to be able to visit today. Dang, it is brutally hot out here. Whew. I don't think I could hike more than a half hour in this.
I don't want a girl who loves me because my fancy jewelry.
Holy smokes, that's about a 15-20 minute walk. Just dripping sweat. I don't know how the pioneers did it, man. Trying to survive out in this heat. And this is the cool season. Well, when I was here about 25 years ago in the big bus tour and I brought the kids along, we hiked all the way out there and slid down the big mounds. I don't think we'll be doing that today. You can see some people have hiked out there on the very top. Can't believe I walked all the way out here with little children. Seems like a pretty far way off. Definitely getting burning hot out here already with the cloud cover. Hard to imagine the first people coming through this place. They're covered wagons up and over these hills. Pretty incredible. Still mighty beautiful though.
I don't want a girl to love me because of my jewelry. Oh, baby, you say, come with me, girl. I'm gonna give you some good sweet love, yeah. They say a good sweet love, yeah. They say I really took me on, that's how I was singing. They say I really took me on, that's how I was singing.
Yeah, that white zone is the lowest place on Earth, I believe. Sea level right here. We're still going down. There is the Panamint Range. Some big ass mountains. Well, if you ever use borax for your laundry doings, this is where it originated from. They processed it here. 12 mule team. Well, I gotta tell you, it is burning hot out here. I kind of scored. It's been in the 90s every day. And today you got cloud cover, 89 or 90. Death Valley. There's my cute little car, Rita. That's what all the mules used to haul. There's the famous thermometer everyone shows when it's 125. It feels like 100 out here. It's miserable with flies.
The floor could crumble beneath your feet. Inside this particular attic, you'll find a bat gate that allows access to the mine for bats and keeps.
Well, this is tragic. Basically half the park is closed with all the places I really want to see. Crap. Get yourself some fuel out here for a mere $6 or $666. Woo-wee. Much like the sequoias, about 80% of the humans out here are speaking foreign language. Pretty cool. Coming from all over the world. That's part of the lowest place on the good Lord's earth down there that we won't be going to. Unfortunately, government shutdown. They can't clear the roads. Listen to all the chatter. Some incredible landscape. There's There's your Panamint Range in the way back. There are trails going out there. It's way too bloody hot. When I was here 23 years ago, we hiked up through all this stuff, just incredible colors. Trying to make it to the top here, not realizing you could just drive up here. There's hundreds of people. We didn't hike at all. Snazzy oasis out here in the middle of nothing. That's probably a little pricey for my van lifing.
Because of my money.
Furnace Creek. Some only green out here in the whole Death Valley. Well, that's not the lowest place on the planet Earth, but it's pretty darn close. Due to the closures, it's as close as we're gonna get.
Don't get a lot of warning. We give her plenty money to watch out for the Kessler, baby. Kitchen to boil some rice. He come back later, me say Jesus Christ. She boil up the chicken and she burn up the rice. Say, I'm getting divorced in the morning.
Well, by golly, I got pretty shorted. I guess I should have checked the road conditions before I came, but damn, almost half the park is closed. Any dirt road I try to hit, closed.
It's our lovers rock style, you see.
Well, it's about 4:30, and due to most of the park being darn closed, I'm going to just do a day trip. I'm not complaining. What a beautiful day and drive it's been. I was planning on spending the night in a day use area and doing a half day tomorrow, but it's like 95 degrees, probably be 79 tonight. There seems to be a lot of flies every time I park, so give thanks for these glorious views. I'm going to call it a day here. Can't believe I drove the 1973 school bus up some of these grades. Because even my Toyota van Sally, she's like in low gear and just trotting at 45. What a trek. Bus must have been going like 3 to 6 miles an hour for at least an hour to get up most of these hills. Woo-wee. Gonna take a stop here and throw the last of my solar shower water on me. This is the hill the bus brakes have started smoking on. Got out my paper map. I'm gonna try to take a shortcut back to 395 instead of going to Lone Pine, and hope I don't get lost and spend the night out here. Look at these mountains. Jeez. So right around there is where I climbed up to Panamint City. Somewhere in that crack, I believe. Definitely a less traveled road. About 60 miles. We'll see what happens to me. So we're just on the other side of all those mountains. We're hoping to get around that mountain to 395. Otherwise we will be camping. So that's the Panamint mountain range, and somewhere in the mid 80s climbed all the way up Panamint Valley. Massive mining town. Went from the west side. It's like 10-mile hike. We hired a guy named Rock to carry my stepchild Rafi, and we stayed up there a couple of weeks. Whole bunch of mining cabins. Each one had spring water. Took us about a day to clean one of the cabins to stay in it for a couple of weeks. Had to hike back down for more provisions. And I looked at a YouTube video of a few years ago, and looks like the place is better than when I was there. I'll show you some pictures of that. Looks like they've really fixed the cabins up, and it's a gnarly hike. I think we all ended up puking. So that there is Telescope Peak, I believe, which means we probably hiked up that canyon right there for Panamint City. One of the gnarliest hikes I've ever done. And I think Charlie Manson did his dirty deed a few canyons over from that. Somewhere in there. West side of the Panamint Mountains. Panamint City. The guy we hired named Rock to help carry our children and provisions up that. He lived in a little ranch right at the bottom of that canyon. Said he'd never left in his life except to go over to Ridgecrest. Imagine that. Yep, that's the Panamint Canyon right there. You'd end up hiking all day to get to the top. Be right below Telescope Peak there. There's another view of the canyon. That was one heck of a trek. I was a young puppy. Just amazing they were able to mine up in those mountains. Mostly Chinese laborers. traveling this road. I've seen one car so far. It is some desolate area, man. Perfect place for Charlie. Man, you talk about a desolate road. Look at that. Goes on and on to nothing. Man, oh man, not a lot of action out here. That's the big action in town right there, smokestack. Boy, this place is gnarly. Not sure what they're brewing, but the whole town actually stinks. Trona. Possible natural gas. I don't know what it smelled like. The whole town is just industrial. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, Ralph, you haven't been on a trip for some time. How's your little arms doing after all that winding? How many miles we do? 739. Not bad. And hit at the greetings, folks. This is welcome, folks. Welcome, folks. This is part 2 of a 3.